Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today, let's take a short trip to northern Italy and take a look at a beer that from a brewery that you may have heard of, and that is Birra Moretti. And the beer is this one. It's their IPA, and as they call it here, their Pale Ale Italiana. And first, a little bit about Birra Moretti. Birra Moretti was founded in 1859 in Udine, northern Italy, and it was acquired by Heineken in 1996, so it is a Heineken product. They're no longer independent. And in 2015, though, the brewery launched a variety of regional beers, which I have not seen here, and I would like to. I doubt if they will ever be imported to Japan, but these are beers for different culinary regions. For example, Friuli or Sicily, and so they have designed beers for those areas. That would be interesting to try, I think. And of course, Birra Moretti labels are distinctive for this man here, and no one seems to know exactly who he was, but apparently it came from a 1939 photograph taken by a German person in northern Italy, and in Udine, in fact, and it was he said it was a Tyrolean farmer. He doesn't look like a farmer, but apparently he was dressed up to go out and have a beer, and so the German photographer took a picture, and apparently he is now, he's since become kind of the mascot for Birra Moretti. He is not a Moretti. Okay, but now the beer. Today's beer is this one, this IPA, an Italian pale ale. And Rate Beer calls it a pale ale, and Untapped calls it a IPA other. And let's see, very quickly on Rate Beer, there were 108 ratings when I checked. Average was fair to middling, 3.06 out of 5. 28 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 25 for its style. And on Rate Beer, it's listed as a pale ale. Of course, a lot of competition in that category. Many beers. And it's a 5.2, an Untapped 10 ratings only. I don't know why, but they tend to go by vintage, and this was a 2023 vintage for this beer. So only 10 ratings, and the average was 3.48, quite a bit higher. 5.2% alcohol by volume, and 35 international bittering units. And they say on the back label here, it is Lupulatura a freddo, which means dry hopped, which should make it a little bit more interesting than usual. And they apparently use Italian barley for this. And this cost me 198 yen, where I bought it at what's called an Echo Eats store, kind of remainder store. And that would be at $1.32 in US dollar terms, and 1.22 euros. Okay, hold on. Okay, now we will get into this one, and again, it's the IPA, or Italian Pale Ale, from Birra Moretti, and we'll see how this one is. You've had Birra Moretti beers before, I assume. They are imported somewhat in Japan, off and on, not all the time. Okay, this one is kind of hazy, kind of dull, coppery gold, with a very thin kind of off-white head of foam. Carbonation. You can't see it. I can see a little bit, but okay. Aroma. Bit of stone fruit. Oh, hello. Kitty cat just woke up. Bit of overripe stone fruit. No real malt character to speak of. Ooh. Just like I gotta let my cat out. You want to go out? You want to go out? You want to sit here? You want to say hello? This is Uchan. Uchan, say hello. Just woke up. Okay, so this is, I don't know if it's off, but basically some fruity malt character, some fruity character. The malt doesn't seem to be the best, but it does seem a bit industrial, meaning it has some body and flavor, but not a lot of character. Yeah, I don't know if I would recommend this one very highly. I wonder if it's better in Italy, probably. So I don't know how well this one was stored, for sure, but yeah. Yeah, I don't recommend this one very highly. You can give it a go if you want. Birra Moretti makes a variety of other beers. Some of them more interesting. Their red one is quite nice, I think. But overall, yeah, it does seem maybe kind of like a Heineken product, unfortunately. Yeah, so give it a go, and you tell me what you think about it. Again, Birra Moretti IPA, Italian Pale Ale, 5%, 5.2%, and 35 international bittering units. Not the best beer in the mountains, but in any case. That's it for today. Please take care. Bye-bye.